Scandal. Who is the number two's hero's baby daddy? By Butterfly Apocalypse on AO3. Episode 1. Chapter 1. Summary. The media fallout following Hawks lays an egg. If you missed it, I'll catch you up. Hawks lays an egg can be read all by itself. This fic is a big kid now. It does not need to be accompanied by an adult to ride the roller coaster. And we have a very exciting guest today. He's been off the grid for the last 6 months, disappearing soon after achieving a status as the number 2 hero. Stay tuned for the first public appearance of Hawks in months. Are you wondering why he disappeared? What was he doing? What his plans are moving forward? So are we. Find out after this word from our sponsor. The host lady was saying. Hawks quickly entered the studio, hoofing from the cold. Hi! He greeted several of the camera crew, who were staring at him jaw-shocked. Sorry, I'm late. It's no problem, Mr. Hawks. One of the directors said, distractedly. Right this way. People stared openly as Hawks walked through the studio. He sent them cheerful waves, unbothered. He approached the producer's stage, making sure to stay out of the lens view of the camera. The host lady was getting her face pre-powdered last minute as the bell changed, indicating it was showtime. Welcome back, she called cheerfully to the cameras. And now, let's give a warm welcome to our guests. Holy shit! Well, that sounded like his cue. Hawks floundered onto the production stage with a charming wave at the camera. The studio was dead silent, and every single eye was fixed on him. Or, more accurately, they were fixed on the baby who was nestled in a sling against his chest. I hope this answers most of your questions. He laughed. To the camera, he said, Hello, world. Meet my son. Hi, Sora. One of the camera people passed out. This was going much better than anticipated. After a short commercial break, some smelling salts, and one dramatic resignation, they were back on air. The hostess had managed to compose herself, but she was casting conspicuous glances at Baby Omelette. Welcome back, she said, mostly facing the camera. We had quite the shock here. I think I speak for all of us when I say we did not see this coming. How about you tell us a little about your baby? Sure thing. Hawks agreed easily. His name is Hysera. He's a Sagittarius, and he'll be 3 months soon. He likes naps, formula, and waking up every 3 hours. How cute, the hostess said. Every 3 hours, huh? I'm sure you're exhausted. Hawks laughed in agreement. I've started drinking coffee black. It's disgusting, but the caffeine is a lifesaver. I'm sure. Now, how about you tell us how little Hysora came to be? The hostess prompted. She tried to keep over-voiced casual, but Hawks could feel the curiosity emanating from her. I don't think I could say that on daytime television. Hawks gasped, scandalized. But you know, when a mommy hawks and a daddy hawk... All right, I think we get the picture. The hostess cut him off. Are we to assume you spent the past several months in a steamy romance? Hawks considered. I'd call it more, a burning romance. Care to elaborate? The hostess prompted. Hawks considered again. No, he said. For the briefest moment, a frustrated expression passed over the hostess' face before she regained her composure. Very well, and I suppose there's no chance you might let us know on who the baby mama is? Baby mama? No, I don't think I will. Hawks answered cheekily. He supposed if you looked at it one way, he was the baby mama. Otherwise, there wasn't one. A secret, eh? She sounded disappointed. I hope you're prepared for the scandal I'm sure you'll have on your hands. A scandal? Hawks gasped, as if that wasn't Loki what he was going for. He liked the attention. He'd been away for a while. It was time to get his name back out there. I'm just thinking about the safety of my baby. The hostess did have at least the manners to look sheepish. Oh, of course, of course. Why don't you tell us a little more about that? How are you planning to continue with your hero work now that you have a little one to raise? That was an excellent question. Even Hawks himself was stumped on it. He'd just been winging the whole parent thing so far. And Omelette hadn't died or suffered any noticeable psychological damage yet. Now that he was nearly 3 months, Hawks felt able to start returning to hero work. The only people he consulted on this decision were Rumi and Dobby. He hadn't had any contact with the commission since. Oh, since he laid Omelette. If he contacted the commission immediately after laying Omelette, it would have been to quit altogether. That would be a way to get rid of heroes. Just make them go through the ordeal of laying an egg for a mission. But anyways, the commission could find out at the same time everyone else. He was sure his phone was blowing up with notifications, but he left it at home on purpose. Dobby could deal with his obnoxious ringtone. Well, Hawks began somberly. Here was the ticket. He had to garner sympathy. Luckily, the truth of the matter was pretty pathetic on its own, so he could stick close to that. He sighed. Hisora is the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I wouldn't give him up for the world. He smiled down at Omelette, who looked uncoordinated up at him. Omelette offered a tiny toothless smile on his own. Hawks couldn't help but to drop a kiss on his pinkish curls. But he was definitely unexpected. I hadn't had time to do anything except live day to day. I can't say that I know what the future's going to look like, but I can say this. I won't abandon my duties. He looked directly at the camera. I won't abandon my duties to my son, and I won't abandon my duties to the people I need to save. That was a scathing of applause through the studio. Ahmed cooed loudly at the noise. Hawks grinned, but for the sake of the interview, he shushed him quietly. Ahmed squawked louder. Hawks reached into his pocket, searching for a pacifier. He located it quickly, but felt himself pale when he realized the only pacifier he brought was the very pacifier gifted to them by the head of the League of Villains himself, Shigaraki Tomura. This might not have been an issue, except there was a very recognizable, handcrafted hand decorated on it. They were just going to have to deal with Omelette's input. That was very admirable, Hawks, the hostess said. We know we can trust you with our safety, but I think I speak for most of us when I say we wouldn't blame you for taking a step back on your hero work. Oh, I couldn't, Hawks protested immediately. Nonsense! Plenty of heroes had taken time off after having children. Hawks shook his head. I can't abandon either duty. If I'm doing 200%, so be it. Hawks began fussing again. Shh, shh. Hawks soothed quietly. He wiggled his fingers in front of his baby's face to distract him. And who knows? He continued louder. Maybe some mama bird instincts will kick in and make me an even stronger hero. Omelette started shrieking. Scandal. Who is the number 2 hero's baby mama? In a shocking interview yesterday afternoon, the previous AWOL number 2 hero returned to reveal that he is a new father of a 3-month-old baby. He was not forthcoming with an answer to the first question we all had. Who is the mother? Hawks was quite the reputation as a bachelor, as the youngest hero ever to make it into the top 10. It is quite the shock to the world to learn that he might have been taken. The status of his relationship to the mother of his son is unclear. Several theories have emerged. Many have speculated on the relationship between the number 2 and 5th ranked hero. Hawks and Mirako have been spotted in each other's company frequently over the past few years. It is no secret that they have a close relationship, but the details remain a mystery. However, Mirako has been active in hero work during the time she would have been supposedly pregnant. Hawks had taken a secret civilian wife, whose identity he is not disclosing for her safety. This is not uncommon amongst heroes, especially those as private about their personal lives as Hawks. However, since Hawks did reveal the existence and identity of his son, this theory seems less likely. A young man. Is it possible that the number 2 hero simply had a fling with someone of trivial importance and decided to keep the resulting baby? The aching hearts of Hawks fans can only hope this is true, that the handsome young hero is still on the market. More Than Friends, an expose on heroes Hawks and Mirko. It is well known that Hawks and Mirko have a close relationship, both as heroes and in their personal lives. There is no shortage of photos of them together socially. See page 3. Despite the good looks and popularity, Hero Hawks is selectively seen on dates and remained scandal-free in his meteor rise of fame. Carefree and Save, it seems unlikely that the youthful hero should have such a clean record. What is it to account for such a stellar behavior? His committed relationship with hero Mirko? Did we miss Mirko's baby bump? It is so totally obvious that Mirko is baby Harsha's mama. So how did we miss the baby bump? Maybe we didn't. Mirko made several highly public appearances in the early months of last year. Hawks got the bunny. I think we can all agree that it's adorable that the 2 young Mutation Quirk heroes in the top 10 had a baby together. Oh my god. I can't wait to see. I think we're gonna see like each one like, okay, they're speculating it's this one, they're speculating it's this one. I wonder, are they gonna find out? What would their reaction be to find out like, oh, you guys are looking for a baby mama? I'm the one who got pregnant. But not really pregnant because it was an egg. I like how they're not God, this is gonna be so fun. So, I got this approved, clearly, on time. And by on time, I mean, I recorded the video that was supposed to take over this series. So there's 2 chapters of that. So, I am way ahead on, 8 a.m. scheduling for this series slot, right? So, hypothetically speaking, if I were to let's just say I have videos that are, 3 days ahead, and then I have like 2 videos that are at the end of the month, scheduled for the end of the month, which is hilarious to me. So yeah, at one point, once I start at the end of this series, it's just gonna be like, oh, look at that. I'm 2 videos ahead now. It's gonna be fun, it's gonna be nice. But I am so glad I saw this morning. Not this morning, but this afternoon when I was looking over at, my boss sent me an email, not an email, but sent me a text, and I had to go check my email and check some stuff. And because of that, I saw that, oh, I got an email from AO3. Oh my god, I got approved. Let's go. So I was super happy, and I'm glad. I'm excited. I'm glad that I also did not read ahead of this. I was gonna read this yesterday. I was gonna sit down and read this yesterday, but I didn't. Because I just didn't. I didn't have time. I didn't have time to sit down and read this. So I was like, okay, I'll read it either tomorrow, or would be today, or the day after, right? Not reading it today. I mean, like, I am reading it today, but I'm not reading it today. You get me? You get my point. So I'm excited. So although this is, as it mentioned, it is an independent from the rest of the series, it is part of the Omelette verse. So go ahead and read those if you wish, but technically speaking, you could read this without having to read the first one. Like how you could read the first one without having to read this. They're independent according to the author. So I'm really excited. Oh god, okay. Here we go. Anyways, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.